Christoff's floor covering. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm fantastic.
You're growing.
We are growing.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
So what's that like? You've recently opened in Battle Creek. Congratulations on your ribbon cutting.
Yes,
it was cool
thank
to see Cara Beer over. I've been to a few Battle Creek ribbon cuttings for Jackson businesses. How's that going so far?
Fantastic. Yeah. So we bought a business that was there. It was one that was very similar to ours. We kind of grew up together. He retired. And so we bought that business over there.
Nice.
So a lot of the same vendors, and I'm learning a lot about Battle Creek. It's very similar to Jackson, the way the industry and the Chamber of Commerce and the players and nonprofits and the type of economic development that's there.
For sure.
Yeah. You mentioned Cara. She is such a superstar.
Yeah.
And Battle Creek is really lucky to have her, but I love that we have that connection.
Yes. It was pretty neat to go into the chamber and know her, and she's like, well, here's how you guys do it in Jackson. This is how it relates here for us.
Nice.
It was very easy. And she, as a chamber representative, she did a great job for a new business coming into town.
Awesome. So what is the name of the store in Battle Creek?
Michigan Tile and Carpet.
Okay.
We've been there for 50 years, and we decided to keep the name, keep the tradition. Everyone in Battle Creek knows that name, and we're just going to bring our flavor to it and let them know.
Oh, congratulations.
Let's talk Jaxpo a little bit.
Let's go.
It's a tradition like no other when it comes to Christoff. So you guys do a great job. You can always count on Vicky and the team at Jaxpo.
Right. That's right.
What are people going to see this year?
I don't know.
Will there be running water?
No, that would be at the Home Builders.
Yes,
it's a little bigger. This is a shorter, quicker version. And as you know, with Jaxpo, it is a great event. It's a short, little 1 to 5, and then 5 to 7 networking. Anybody who's in any type of commerce, should be there. But we like to have a booth, and Owen and Vicky are putting it together. So we'll see. I'm sure we'll have the television and fun stuff.
I saw Owen last night at my daughter's soccer game, so he probably still has a little bit of work to do. Great staff you guys have, though. I just want to compliment you for sure.
Thank you very much.
Now,
what's next? What else you want?
Oh my gosh! Well, I'm seeing this JCCA booth, and you're involved. We're involved. So many of our friends and business partners involved in the JCCA. It seems like it is going stronger than it ever has. Talk a little bit about the organization and kind of what's being done locally.
So its core is to promote local work for local businesses in the commercial realm. And that's not just hiring a general contractor, it's all the associated trades, painters and floor covering, and insurance and everything that's associated with a commercial business. And so our goal is to get local businesses to be your first choice. But beyond that, we want to support the community. We give out scholarships every year. We started with one, and last year I believe we had 5 official ones and then 3 others.
That's great.
Because we had a separate scholarship night. So we are really trying to get people into the trades.
Okay.
Any type of trade. So there's lots of scholarships for people going to traditional colleges, and there's not many scholarships for people going into the trades.
Yeah.
And we even have expanded it this year to include getting a job in the trade. We'll give you startup money, maybe for your boots and your uniforms and your tools that you need to get started in the trade.
What if it's somebody, maybe they're a little bit older, and maybe they've been doing a specific job since they got out of high school, and the economy's changing, opportunities are changing, and they decide, what I should have done? I should have gone into the trades 10, 12 years ago. Is it too late? Are there still opportunities for people that might want to pivot?
No, I don't think so. For as far as our scholarships go, we have been limiting them to high school students. We're going to look at growing them out of just the high school and into the 20s. But I think that if you're going to think of a career change, just pick up a telephone to any business that is hiring, and they are all hiring, to say, hey, I'm looking to learn more about concrete. You'll get a job.
Yeah.
We are all desperately hiring. And certainly when you bring somebody who is a little more experienced or matured, there's always opportunities for that. Yeah.
This was the JCCA golf winning team.
Yes.
It looks very questionable.
Familiar faces.
Very questionable roster you had there.
That's right. So we do have a golf outing every year. We do try to encourage member-to-member networking. Oh, there's another one.
Now there's a reasonable-looking team.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Those look like winners.
I like your socks, Ted.
Socks always have to match the shirt, by the way.
Ted's
Do they
actually,
today?
Yes, that's
Oh, they
right.
do.
Ted has turned into quite the golfer.
We might have to do the shoe cam on Ted Christoff, Brandon.
Yeah, Ted's socks.
Yeah,
match
let's
his
see
shirt,
'em.
so
Let's
we're
show
gonna need to get
the-
a shot
They're
of
my
those.
Wicked Witch of the West striped ones for
Oh
today.
my gosh, those
Very
are
nice.
amazing, and they perfectly match your shirt. That is pretty incredible.
But you guys, it's not just meet and talk.
No.
You guys have a lot of fun. You get together. There's meals.
And we have speakers. Every month
Yeah.
we have a speaker to try and help members learn a little bit more about something. Sometimes it's safety from OSHA. Sometimes it's the Michigan State Police and what you have to do with your cars. We had insurance people. We've had lawyers. We've had accountants. And every month there's something that you're going to take away. In addition to that, it's just talking to the next person that's at the table. In business, especially in small business, you need to know as many people as you can to get to know people.
If someone
it's a
wants to
network.
join, how do they join the JCCA?
Probably the easiest is to go to jcca.biz,
Yep.
and there's an application there, and you fill out the application. It'd come to me or our executive director, Angela. We'll look at them, and then just show up.
Great.
Come to a meeting,
Yeah.
look it over, make a decision for yourself. You can come to 2 or 3 meetings free and make a decision.
Cool.
You show up, you'll like it.
This summer, I stopped by the store to get a gift card for a client that just got a new house, and we were looking at kind of the work in progress, and you shared something really exciting with me, and I know you were on Bart's show last week, but can you tell our viewers kind of what your vision was and how it's coming to life?
You mean the bridge?
The bridge.
The
The bridge that
bridge.
had the saying.
Yes. The Mechanic Street Bridge, which we are so anticipating its opening, so next couple of weeks. So there's a phrase on there that if you've seen Bart Hawley's, it is a army of sheep led by lions will always defeat an army of lions led by sheep. Alexander the Great, it's an adaptation of that.
Yeah.
Speaking to leadership. And so there's so many cool things about that art project. Some people believe, and I would include, certain types of art are, graffiti is art, right? Look at Bright Walls, right? That's art. I'm not into vandalism, but I love the art.
It was weird when that showed up,
Yeah.
because it wasn't, it was kind of in the middle of when a lot of graffiti was going on, but I think people saw it and were like,
It caused you pause.
it did,
Yes.
yeah, and we're like,
In a
oh,
good way.
You know
In
what,
a
that's
good way,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
So there's graffiti art that falls under. There is industrial art. It's a cool piece of raw metal that was built before there was modern machinery, steam shovels and iron rivets and handwork 120 years ago.
Wow.
So if you like industrial art, there's train art. People are and love trains. There's companies or organizations that want to save all these railroads, train railroads, and so it appeals to that as well. And our art community in Jackson, we want to extend it. We're always extending it. We're putting art at our roundabouts, and we have an Armory Arts down Mechanic, and we're going to bring that corridor. And so we're just one step to get there. So,
that's good stuff.
So Georgia Fatasic and I and Eddie Thayer, our artists, all got together and says, how do we do it? And let's raise the money. And
Very
so
good.
it's going to be installed in the front yard by our sign, right about where it came from. And hopefully that'll be a spot where people will go, hey, let's get a team together and take a picture with this art project, and it'll be protected. And so we're raising money right now.
How are you doing on that?
We're doing really well. So
Okay.
we're about halfway. We started last week was our kickoff, and we're about halfway. I've got quite a few calls out, and I've gotten a lot of response, and I have to do a lot of follow-ups, and Georgia as well. And so it's going to happen. There's just no doubt about it. We're anticipating concrete going in, I think, next week. That's kind of Eddie's gig, is getting that done. So
Perfect.
Great.
It's going to happen.
Let's take a
It'll
look
be
at
awesome.
some pictures. I know the holiday season is important to the JCCA.
Yes.
You guys do some collecting for Toys for Tots.
Every year we collect for Toys for Tots. Our members are very generous, and so they at our Christmas party, everyone brings a toy, and so you can see here's a typical. That's 1 year with our toys. The other one was another year. And just it's fantastic.
I love
It
that
is.
it's in the old toy house too.
Yes.
That's a collection site. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then here's some pictures of just one of our general meetings, just to show you it's populated. And there's a speaker, I think that's Mike Schmeida from Western Schools, talking about a project that he's working on. There's one of the Baileys. They actually donated some monies for a scholarship this year.
Nice.
We have very generous people. We sponsor scholarship, and we also have members sponsor. There's Doug. He sponsored a scholarship from Ducks, and we've had O'Hara Construction, we've had Georgia Fatasic, we've had other private entities, members who've said, we're going to, in addition to your scholarships, we're putting money in for scholarships. And here's some of the recent recipients. I think that was 2 years ago, and that was last year. And there's Georgia with her scholarship recipient. So, and then they follow up on them. So.
Yeah, great things happening, and it's so nice to see all the people working together in town.
It is,
That's
yeah,
good stuff.
Absolutely.
Ted, thanks so much. I know you've got a busy week. We'll let you get to it.
Awesome, thank you.
Ted Christoff from Christoff Floor Covering, JCCA, the Chamber, and just Jackson, Michigan. More of the show right after this.